I'm looking for Starshine communicating with Chester, okay? So, Starshine, are you here? You're always here, so most likely you're here, but thought I'd, oh my god, me! Yes, 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 you! Okay, one thing I have to check is just that my microphone is working on our recording, okay? And it is beautiful, great, fantastic. You have chills? Yay! Okay, so Starshine, you are communicating with Chester today, okay? And he tells me a few things, so here's what he gives me. So we're gonna slow down the comment section. We're just gonna be watching Starshine's comments, and we're gonna get through this nice and smoothly, as much communication as we possibly can, okay? And like I said, this is one of the freebies. She's not paying anything. In fact, she's an MVP member, which increases her chances of being read. So sign up by the star right by your comment section on TikTok. Okay, so Chester tells me a few things. You'll have to excuse my tripping over myself. He tells me that he passes suddenly, unexpectedly, dare I say tragically. He says it was a situation that was continuing and going until it was a shutdown. By shutdown, we mean things begin to collapse on themselves, and there's no way we can essentially undo it. And he tells me he passes before his time. I don't necessarily feel surprised that he has passed in this way. I feel like he's also okay, at peace, like closure has been brought to it. He's taken responsibility he's taken responsibility in some way, is also what I'm seeing. So before his time, suddenly, unexpectedly, going till it's gone, kind of stops abruptly. Does that make sense? It kind of stops abruptly, tragically, and the situation kind of collapses on itself before it's expected to. I'm not surprised that it happened. I think it just happened before I expected it to happen. So because I'm on here, I'm going to show you guys the signs and symbols that I'm getting for Chester. And she goes, yes, definitely. He was actually a diabetic. So, and he also wasn't necessarily doing B. What was our conversation that we had just had like 20 minutes ago, right? Wow, wild. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but B definitely does. So, yes, he's actually a diabetic, and he was put on a ventilator at the end, and so the situation just essentially collapsed into itself. I'm not necessarily surprised. I'm just surprised it went down so quickly. He takes partial responsibility, and I'm not, being diabetic and existing with your blood sugar doing whatever the hell it wants is not an easy way to live. Your body suffers and struggles for years. Every day, every piece of food matters, and so eventually your body does get tired of it, and I'm not going to sit here and blame him for having a cheeseburger or a candy bar. I just didn't, so he takes a partial responsibility. Do we take our medicine every day? Totally. Do we care about everything we get to eat? No. And I also feel like, okay, and you just said I didn't get a chance to say goodbye, and I feel like he said, I visit you in dreams. Is this a father figure for you? Because this is something that's really resonating with me. And then he shows me a shirt. Maybe you have one. Maybe you it has a smell on it. And then she's saying, oh, it's your papa, like a grandfather. Y'all Southern people say it all, I tell you. And so this is her papa, and she didn't get a chance to say goodbye, like a father figure for her. He tells me he's seen you twice in dreams, okay? And he sees everything he wasn't able to be a part of. Let's say you have kids, or you accomplish big goals, or graduate, or be married, even though he's not physically with you, he's able to see everything. And so he says, if you want to be successful, you got to stop worrying about everybody else. That's what he says. I feel like he's been sending signs from him, and I feel him strongly lately. And what are the chances he comes through and he says, if you want to be successful, you have to run your own race. Just realize that if everybody wasn't around you, you'd still have to be running your own race, So he seems very practical, very, very done with the bullshit. And when your guardian angel is masculine, you can expect lots of changes, or a need to be strong, or develop things like boundaries. That's a huge thing as well. So Starshine, thank you so much for bringing your papa on. Thank you for submitting for our free readings. You're amazing. Love you.